The masks fit perfectly. Halloween night was supposed to be fun, a little danger, a little candy, maybe a ghost story or two whispered under flickering streetlights. But for Alex, Mia, Jordan, and Claire, it was the night their costumes became something more. It started earlier that afternoon. The four friends had been wandering downtown, past the usual pumpkin-decked porches and plastic skeletons rattling in the wind, when they noticed a shop they swore had never been there before. Its windows were dusty, cluttered with cracked mannequins and faded signs. A crooked hand-painted board above the door read, "Masquerade Curiosities." "Creepy," Mia muttered, pulling her jacket tighter. "Creepy's good," Alex grinned, pushing the door open. "It's Halloween. We need something legit this year." Inside, the shop was dim. The air smelled faintly of dust, candle wax, and something metallic. Rows of shelves sagged under strange objects. Jars filled with cloudy liquid, cracked porcelain dolls, books with titles in languages none of them recognized. But what caught their eyes were the masks. They hung on a wall like trophies. Wolves with snarling teeth, clowns with frozen grins, hollow-eyed skulls. And one by one, the kids picked them. Alex chose a cracked demon face with curling horns. Mia picked a porcelain doll mask, painted cheeks red as blood. Jordan grabbed a fox, its grin sharp, almost human. And Claire chose a simple white mask with dark, hollow eyes, plain but unsettling. Behind the counter, an old woman appeared from the shadows. She was thin, her smile stretched too wide. "Good choices," she whispered. "They'll fit perfectly." She never asked for money, just handed them the masks in paper bags, her yellowed fingernails brushing their hands. That night, the friends regrouped at Alex's house. They laughed, shoved candy into their bags, and dared each other to knock on the creepiest doors. At first, it was perfect. They felt braver, louder, almost invincible in their strange new disguises. But soon, the masks began to itch, then to sting. "This thing's stuck," Jordan said, tugging at his fox mask. His voice was muffled, as if the mask had thickened. "Mine too," Mia's voice cracked, shaky. She dug her nails under the porcelain, but her skin stretched with it. Alex laughed at first, "But you guys are just being dramatic." But when he pulled at his demon mask, it didn't budge. The horns felt heavier, pressing into his skull. Claire said nothing. She just stood there, staring through the hollow eyes of her plain white mask. As they walked under the yellow streetlights, people stared at them differently. Some laughed nervously, some shut their doors quickly. And when they caught their reflections in a shop window, the kids froze. The masks weren't masks anymore. They were skin. The demon's cracked grin was Alex's grin. The porcelain doll's hollow painted eyes were Mia's eyes. Jordan's fox mouth twitched on its own, lips curling back to reveal sharp teeth. And Claire, her plain white mask had no features left at all, just smooth, empty skin where her face should be. "No, no, no, no," Mia sobbed, clawing at herself. Blood smeared beneath the porcelain, but the mask didn't come off. "This isn't funny," Jordan's voice was sharp, panicked. His fox ears twitched, and when he spoke again, the sound was deeper, less human. They ran, back to the shop, back to Masquerade Curiosities. But when they reached the street where it had been, there was nothing, just an empty lot overgrown with weeds. The air grew cold, the night grew still, and Claire, silent, faceless Claire, finally spoke. Her voice was muffled, distant, like it came from behind the mask instead of through it. She said they fit perfectly. The others turned to her, their breaths ragged, eyes wide. But in Claire's hands, there was no candy bag anymore. She was holding another mask, an empty one, smooth and white. One for each of us, until there's nothing left underneath. On Halloween night, masks are supposed to be pretend. But if you listen closely, under the wind and the rustle of leaves, you might hear laughter, not from children, but from something else, wearing their faces. And the shop? Some say it still appears, just for one night each year, waiting for someone curious enough to step inside.